Hey guys, so I know I said that I would get my second Halloween video up by Halloween, and it's almost December. At least at the time of filming this video it's almost December, but it'll be December by the time this video gets uploaded. I've just been busy with this life, It first started out I had a really bad cold for a week, so wasn't really able to do much because of that, because I felt like shit, honestly. And then I've been really busy with work and stuff, just with the holiday season coming around. Work has just been kind of really busy for me, and then with Thanksgiving, I had family come over. Life has just kind of been all over the place, so I'm really sorry. So I guess, this is still a Halloween video, even though it's Christmas time. But yeah, I promise next year for Halloween I'll do better. I swear I will. So yeah. So in this very late and delayed Halloween video, if you even still want to call it, I'm not even gonna call it that anymore because it just feels weird at this point since it's the holiday season now. I'm gonna be talking about some canceled horror movies that were never made, because I love horror movies, and yeah, this whole thing's just fascinating to me. So yup. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, or even if you're not new, make sure to press that like button. It really helps with the algorithm and stuff like that. And if you're new, then press that subscribe button. I typically don't make horror spooky videos like this, I save that for October now. But like I said, life just got in the way. But I'll be going back to my normal, more light-hearted content after this. So yeah, but if you're new, press that subscribe button. Okay, let's get into the video now. So I would imagine most people are familiar with the 1988 classic film Beetlejuice. But in case you're somehow unfamiliar with the movie, the film follows a couple who have recently died and are haunting their new home. They then contact the spirit Beetlejuice to help them scare away the Dietz family who have recently moved into their house. Following the film's release, Tim Burton hired screenwriter Jonathan Gems in 1990 to write a sequel for the film titled Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian. The story of the film was to follow the Dietz family moving to Hawaii, where Charles is building a resort there. They later find out that Charles is building the resort on top of an ancient burial ground, I guess, and then they call Beetlejuice to come and save them and stuff. So unfortunately though, the movie never made it into production, as Warner Bros. Instead favored a sequel to the 1989 film Batman, and then Tim Burton and Michael Keaton just got really distracted making that film. However, in 2011, it was reported that film producer Seth Grahame-Smith turned in the script for the sequel, and in 2016 it was reported that both Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder would return for the sequel. So hopefully the sequel will happen eventually, so guess we'll just have to wait and see. After the release of the fifth Nightmare on Elm Street film, New Line Cinema had future Lord of the Rings director Peter Jackson set to direct the sixth Nightmare on Elm Street film, with this one being titled Nightmare on Elm Street 6: Dream Lover. Jackson co-wrote the script with Danny Mulheron. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but yeah, that guy. And the premise of the film would have followed the residents of Springwood just basically no longer being afraid of Freddy, and I guess they even go as far as to take sleeping pills purposely to enter the dream world to bully and just beat up Freddy Krueger, who I guess at this point is all powerless and just weak and everything. And according to what I've read online, Freddy would eventually end up killing one of the teens and becoming powerful and feared again by the residents, and also taking a police officer hostage and keeping him in the dream world, with this police officer I guess being the father of one of the main characters, the main teens within the film. The teen would then have to re-enter the dream world in order to save his father and defeat Freddy. And of course, as I'm sure you guys could see where this is going, New Line Cinema decided to pass on Peter Jackson's script, and therefore we never got to see what, in my opinion, easily could have been the best, or at least one of the best Nightmare on Elm Street films. So yeah, good job there, New Line Cinema. I think you really screwed up there. Jaws 3: People Zero was the original script for the third Jaws film. Pitched by film producers Richard Zanuck and David Brown, Jaws 3 was instead actually going to be a spoof film rather than like a horror thriller like the previous two Jaws films. Maddie Simmons, who worked as a producer on the film National Lampoon's Animal House, was given the role of producer, while both Zanuck and Brown were given roles as executive producers. John Hughes and Todd Carroll were commissioned scripts for the film, while Joe Dantid was asked to be director. However, after all of that, the project was shut down due to conflicts with Universal Studios. But I was able to find what the premise of the film was going to be online, and apparently it was going to be about like a film crew filming a sequel to Jaws, all while being hunted by a great white, so... The movie would have opened with the author of the Jaws book, Peter Benchley, being eaten by a shark like in his pool or whatever, or something like that. And then it also would have featured a recreation of like the beach party scene in the first shark attack scene from the first film. But I guess instead of like teenagers and stuff, they would have been replaced with like Hollywood executives. So man, this movie would have been interesting if it would have actually been made. I'm telling you that right now. Creature from the Black Lagoon is a 1954 horror film produced and distributed by Universal. The film follows a group of scientists that travel to the Amazon to investigate the remains of like a man-fish hybrid thing known as the gill man, only to find out that it is still alive. The movie proved to be a massive success, and still to this day, the gill man is known as Universal's most well-known monsters. There were a few attempts in later years to remake the film, such as in 1982 when John Landis tried to get the original director of the film, Jack Arnold, to direct a remake of the film. This ended up all falling apart though. However, about 10 years later, in the early 1990s, famous director John Carpenter, who is best known as directing the famous slasher film Halloween, got his chance to try to make a remake of Black Lagoon. The script was set to be written by Bill Phillips, and Rick Baker was going to be doing the special effects and creating the suit for Gilman. Now, according to some of the articles that I read, Carpenter wanted his remake of the film to be a lot darker and gory than the original film, with I guess the characters just being killed off by Gilman in like really violent ways, I guess. But this version of the classic film would of course never make it to the big screen, as Universal would never end up giving it the green light and would end up canceling it. And it's believed the reason why Universal made this decision is because Carpenter's previous film, Memoirs of an Invisible Man, was unfortunately a box office failure. And honestly, I'm like really disappointed about this one because like I love the original film, and I would highly recommend you guys watch that, by the way. But John Carpenter, you know, he's a great director and everything, great horror director, and I would have loved to see his take on such a classic film. So yeah, really unfortunate that Universal decided to cancel it. What are you doing? What are you doing? That's Zola, by the way. This is my kitty Zola. She's one of 3 cats, but she's my cat. She's my girl. Alright, well, we have now reached the end of the video, so I first want to say that like if this video appears to be rushed at all, it's just because like I'm having a lot of tooth pain right now. It's been kind of like an on and off thing for the past couple months. I probably should go to the dentist about it, honestly. But literally like while I'm recording this segment right now, like my tooth is really hurting and it's giving me a headache. So I kind of just really want to get this video done, or at least finish recording, because I'm in a lot of pain right now. But I promise my next video will be better than this video. I promise. This video probably won't be that good, but but yeah, expect my next video to be a lost media video. You know, it's only been like 9 months since my last lost media video, so I'm really excited to make another one of those videos for you guys. If you guys are new to the channel and you like the content that I make here, then make sure to press that subscribe button. It really would mean a lot to me. And also press that like button, because I guess that helps with like algorithm stuff, you know? I don't know. Also, sometime here very soon, expect a different type of video from me. I don't really know how to explain it, but I want to start making like unboxing videos, I guess, of like retro stuff. If you saw like my community post, then you know what I'm talking about, or my Twitter post about it. But I want to start like making like unboxing videos and stuff of just like random retro stuff from like the 90s, 2000s and stuff like that. Just like, because I feel like making videos like that, you guys will be getting like more of just me just simply being myself instead of me like reading off of a script the whole time, which I mean, I'm still gonna be making like these types of videos obviously, so don't get me wrong, but yeah, if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, just look at my community tab or go on Twitter and look at my tweet about it. So yeah. Alright, well, I guess that's all for this video. I promise I will have a new video up here very soon, hopefully for Christmas. Again, it's gonna be a Lost Media video, so yeah, that's about it for now. I hope you guys stay safe and healthy out there, and I will see you guys in the next video.